Top max patch. So windy, I don't know if you'll be able to hear me. But oh wow, the views are just amazing! Oh, I'm gonna get blown over! Hey Brian! Holy cow! It's cold up here! So windy! I don't know if you'll ever hear this! But we're at top max patch! Top of the ball! It's hard to maintain my balance, it's so windy. I bet we're getting sustained 50, 60, 70 mile an hour winds! It's hard to stand up!
It's pretty. It's really pretty. The light bounce off the crystals of ice formed on the trees. It's peaceful.
Cold, rainy day coming up out of Hot Springs, and I've come upon this dam along the trail. And there's a little pond up here. That's really cool. There's a little bench. Maybe also a place to sit and have lunch. It's very cold and windy and rainy today. High 30s. Wind gusts easily 40, 50 miles an hour. Makes the wind chill almost unbearable. There's ice on trees and sections. It's like I'm in Narnia. And if the White Witch pulled up, I would happily have some of her hot chocolate. It is bone cold. I am just inside a bluff, which is protecting me from the wind. Matthew's with me today, and I almost feel bad. He picked such a horrible weather day to come hiking. But he's certainly getting his AT experience in today. There he is. He finally caught up. It's right at freezing, 32 degrees. And there's snow on the ground, less than an inch. Not much fell last night. Even though it was warmer yesterday, today is so much better. Yesterday it was like 34 to 38 degrees, but it was raining, and so it was wet, cold. Today it's freezing, and it's sleeted a little bit, but the sleet just bounces off of you. It doesn't stick, you don't get wet. And the wet rain yesterday was so bad. It was also really windy yesterday. 20, 30, 40 mile an hour gusts, maybe 20 mile an hour sustained winds on the unexposed ridge. And there's almost no wind today. So even though it's 5 to 10 degrees colder, It's so much more comfortable today than it was yesterday. There's this cold Arctic air mass that's just, I think, descended on most of the country, and it's going to stick around for a few weeks. And so it may have been unseasonably warm when I started, but now it's unseasonably cold. And I'll have to hold on to my cold weather gear for probably until mid-April before I can send it home. Temperature is lower now, just beneath 32 degrees, 31 centigrades on the thermometer. And we're at much higher elevation. There's still not more than an inch of snow, but it covers the trail. And I'm fortunate that someone has hiked before me since the snow has fallen, because I see their footprints, and in some sections of the trail, that's the only hint as to where the trail is. That, and that there's a clearing between trees that kind of gives a hint as to where to walk until you see the next trail marker. I think I'm kind of up at the elevation I'm going to be for the next 10 miles or so. I have balls of ice forming on the bottom of my shoes, and I have to stop every so often to keep them off. So I'm not getting the pace that I want, which is going to make for a long day. Make for a really long day. Got some new shoes. They're Topos. And man, they provide great arch support, wide toe box. Let's hope my left foot does better. I took my first 0 in 2 weeks yesterday, and oh my goodness, I slept in. I got up and had breakfast, and I went right back to sleep. My body didn't know what was going on. It was confused about why I wasn't hiking, and when it figured out it could rest, boy did it. I spent 4 days in Hot Springs. I think 4 days. Well, I slack packed those days, so I hiked, and my wife and kid came and spent those days with me, and they would take me to trail, and I would hike during the day, and they would pick me up in the evenings, and we would have dinner together. I'd get to sleep in a warm bed, take a hot shower. But they've moved on now. They're going to see grandparents in Virginia, and I'm back here on my own. It is cold. It's in the low 20s today. It hit 18 last night. I'm glad I wasn't camping last night, but it's going to get down into the teens, not tonight or tomorrow night, but Friday night and Saturday night and Sunday night. And Friday we're supposed to have freezing rain. I'm not looking forward to that. I have put in extra clothes in my pack just to make sure I stay warm. I'll see my wife again on Sunday as she drives back from Virginia to Nashville, and I can drop some of those with her if it turns out I don't need them. So I'm going to try not to use them. I'm just trying to figure out what I need in this super cold weather. It's almost spring. We're literally less than a week away from the first day of spring, and it is the coldest it's been all winter. Ugh. Hope it warms up.